You ever watch something so stupid, it makes you question if common sense has officially gone extinct? Because what you're about to see is exactly that. A guy so blinded by road rage that he decided to pistol whip another driver in broad daylight, and he picked the wrong dude to try it on. Roll the video.
What are you doing?
All right, so here's what's going on. We're looking at dashcam footage from an off-duty Milwaukee police officer's car. According to Fox News, dashcam video from the officer's vehicle showed a construction zone where drivers were forced to merge. Wilkes was seen moving into the left lane and cutting off the officer. You can see right there, the two cars stop. They both get out, and it looks like they're arguing about who hit who. Then, out of nowhere, Elijah Wilkes, the 26-year-old in the other car, pulls out a gun and smacks the off-duty cop in the face with the gun. At that point, the officer draws his gun and fires multiple shots. Wilkes moves around the front of his car, and the officer fires again, and Wilkes drops to the ground, dead, right there on the scene. So, anytime you have a situation like this involving an off-duty cop, I honestly treat that person like any other civilian carrying a firearm, because that's exactly what they are in that moment. This wasn't some badge and uniform situation. The suspect didn't know he was dealing with a cop. He thought he was dealing with just another dude. And that's exactly how he acted, like an idiot, trying to punk someone. Here's the problem. We live in a country where people are armed. And when you go to your gun, or even pretend to, you better expect that the person you're screwing with might be armed too. This dude got out of his car, pulled out a gun, pistol whipped someone he didn't even know and didn't expect to get shot? That is stupid, dumb. And what's wild to me is that the family actually admitted that this shooting was justified. As this article states, "We will acknowledge that we do believe that this officer-involved shooting was justified," Lamar said at a news conference. "The family stands before you today acknowledging the officer's actions." That's rare, because 9 times out of 10 families don't do that. Usually they'll try to turn the person who caused the problem into a victim. And sometimes they'll even sue you for defending yourself, even when the police, the DA, and the video all show you were justified. But in this case, the family faced reality, because when you do stupid shit like that, you invite consequences. Pulling out a gun and pistol whipping someone isn't just a bad decision. It's absolutely disrespectful. You threaten my life and then you humiliate me on top of it by pistol whipping me? Oh, yeah, nah, we ain't doing that. He deserved every round that came his way. Is it unfortunate? Yep. But you're also responsible for your actions. The moment you leave your car in a road rage situation, just understand, bullets might start flying. That's why I don't play that game. I'll cuss you out all day long inside of my car, and you'll never know. I'm not rolling my window down. I'm not getting out. I'm not flipping you off, because I know how fast it can go bad. And look, the only reason this cop isn't sitting in a courtroom right now is because of that dash cam. As the article mentions, under MPD policy, next of kin must be allowed to view video within 48 hours of a deadly incident, and relevant footage must be released publicly within 15 days. In this case, the department released the video well ahead of that deadline. That footage didn't just tell the story, it saved him from being wrongfully accused. That's why I tell people all the time, get a dash cam. They're as essential as a firearm, essentially, because in a world that's this stupid, you need proof you're not the crazy one. And speaking of being prepared, let's talk about what happens after self-defense situations, because in this story, the family did something you almost never see. They admitted their family member was in the wrong, but most of the time, That's not how it goes. A lot of families will still come after you, even if you were justified by filing civil lawsuits. They'll say you use excessive force or that their loved one didn't deserve to die, and now you're spending months in court paying attorneys and watching your bank account bleed dry just to prove you did the right thing. That's why I recommend USCCA, who also happens to be a sponsor for today's video, because when you carry a gun, you're not just preparing to defend your life. You need to be ready to defend your freedom and your finances. A USCCA membership gives you both legal and financial protection in the event you have to use your firearm in self-defense. They'll connect you with an experienced self-defense attorney and cover the costs, criminal and civil. They also provide training, education, and resources that help you prepare before a situation ever happens. It's the most comprehensive self-defense membership out there, hands down, as far as I'm concerned. So if you carry or even keep a gun at home, don't wait until it's too late. I'm gonna leave a link in the description section of this video. Click the link and check out a USCCA membership. Also, I'm gonna leave a link to the store, shop.mrcolionnoir.com, so you can check out this awesome, amazing hat. We have them in this flex fit. We also have them in the snapback as well, too. So hit the links in the description section of this video. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.